Well, I don't know about you, George, but I feel like I just woke up here. In the blink of an eye, it felt like we were here last night calling an overtime game between North Shore and Oceanside. And all of a sudden, it's day 3, which means, yeah, we are back, baby. And what that means is that it's the last day of pool play here at the MacDonald Cup. Speaking of, welcome back to the MacDonald Cup, everybody. You're watching on BC Sports TV. My name's Tino Farah. The man to my left. That's right, George, I'm talking about you. Cameraman extraordinaire George Para. No Jeff Fisher today, unfortunately for everybody, which means you're going to have to deal with my voice. And let's keep a tally as the day goes on here of how many voice cracks we go through, because a lot of lacrosse going on today, and it starts off with this one. It's the 1-1 Westshore Bears facing off against the 0-2 West Kootenay Timberwolves. George, listen to this. 12 goals for so far throughout 2 games for the Timberwolves. 9 of them have been scored by one man, Reese Whitehead. If I'm West Shore, I think I'm locking off on number 22. That's me personally. We are underway. Faceoff goes straight towards the Timberwolves bench, and it's collected by Aiden Hildebrandt. Tied for the tournament lead in goals, and he's got one already. So give him sole possession of the tournament lead in goals now on his wrong side. Check that, the pass was through the middle. It was not Aiden Hildebrandt. It was Logan Hildebrandt. 1-0 for the Bears early. 12 seconds in, George. Off to a hot start. Apologies for the scoreboard on the screen right now. It is not 1-1, it is 1-0. Just to make that abundantly clear. And Bears take another possession back. And there's the first save of the game for Timberwolves starting goaltender Holden Johnston, who we found out this morning from a member of the West Kootenay coaching staff. I'm going to have to make another save here. The pass across, and he will not have to. This is just the 11th lacrosse game in total for Holden Johnston, like ever. And myself, George, and our other broadcaster, Jeff Fisher, we've been talking about him all week long so far, that he is one of the standouts, if not, I mean, arguably the best player on this Timberwolves team in net. Has more of a hockey background, but man, has he ever settled into this role of lacrosse goaltender. You can see him in his aggressive stance Stepping out towards the shooters as he does now. Doesn't have to make a save on that one either. Rant will collect near the restraining line. Sizing up on his defender. A low shot. Whistles wide. That'll give me a chance to mention our other starting netminder. For the Westshore Bears, it's Ty Reeve. An 0-1 record. .659 save percentage. Westshore getting their first win of the tournament back on day number 1 against the host, the Valley Sturgeon, but then falling in a bit of a barn burner yesterday against the tournament favorites, the Prince Albert Predators. Preds will be back underway 4 p.m. this afternoon against those same hosts, the Valley Sturgeon. Fresh 30 for the Bears. Working the two-man game on the far side. Now near they'll come. Callum Eastman gets top side. Low shot off the post. A bullet that was. Bears collect again. Pass down low onto the crease. Scores! There's those noisemakers in to support the Westshore players. Nice pass down low and just over top of Holden Johnston. Couldn't get the shoulders up quite in time. Again, apologies for the score. It is not 2-2. 2-0. So 2-0. The Bears lead. I'll work on getting the scoreboard fixed in just a moment here, folks. As the Timberwolves will look for their first, shot of the game, I believe, and there is their goal scorer, Reese Whitehead. Of course he would get their first shot, but Reeve makes the save. Back over is the call due to the pressure from Logan Hildebrandt. Onto the floor comes Ben Majorki. Johnston makes a shoulder save. I was corrected this morning by a couple of Westshore Bears moms. Came in and politely let me know that it is Majorki, not Major Key. Although his play this week has been a major key to the success of the Bears, if I could say. Thank you, George. We love a pity laugh here. Thank you. The Wolves will clear the center line. A nice pass into the stick of Dawson Bow. Looking for a shooting lane. He'll take the screen underneath instead. Spin back over top, and he'll take a peek over to the lefties, but I don't believe there's a lefty on the floor. Check that. There's one making his way to the near side. It's a very righty strong set, and they're unable to get a shot. It was only Colton Poole as the lone lefty. Chance for an ISO play, but instead it ends up as a cause turnover at the hands of Westshore, who will re-enter the offensive zone now. It's Connor Rant, still awaiting his first goal of the tournament. 1 assist to his name through 2 games. Perrier gets around the first defender, and the second, looking 5-hole. Johnston makes the stop, and he'll reach out with his stick and collect. The Wolves will start to change. And there's the 8-second count by official Reed Watson. Pass ahead, great shoulder stop by Johnston. Just kept it up this time. And speaking of officials, let's get those in. I already mentioned Reed Watson. He's joined by Noah Johnstone, Tyler Boyer, and Ryan Mosdell. It's your 4-man officiating crew. Shot on the run. Another glove save by Johnston, this time stick side, and the Bears get a reset. Majorki will drive to the goal, looking 5-hole, and another stick save by Johnston. He's busy. Already 11 shots on goal for the Bears. And here they come again. There's a man way up the play, in alone. It's a breakaway. Scores! It's 3-0 for Westshore. Lucas Standish will collect his 6th of the tournament. Just a slow change for the Timberwolves, and it allowed Standish to make, probably the slowest decision of his life. He could have gone into any one of his bag of tricks to put Johnston through the spin cycle, and ended up going with the dip and dunk, a classic, into the top corner. And now bad to worse, as face-off violation will give possession back to the Bears. Already up 3-0. Aiden Hildebrandt to the latest goal scorer, Standish. Lefty strong this time for the Bears, as Standish has kept it bay. Back to Hildebrandt. Nice move through the middle and put it just wide. It'll ricochet off the end boards and back over center. First man in, Tanner Ross, who we also got a note about him this morning, George, was maybe going to be a healthy scratch, was Tanner Ross, because from what we understand, he's got a hockey camp coming up, doesn't want to get injured for it. But doesn't like sitting on the bench and watching. He's an athlete. He wants to get into the mix. Essentially sent his coach a text being like, hey, am I in? Put me in. And Tanner Ross got the nod from that point forward. Flip pass through. Logan Hildebrandt denied by Johnston. Rebound in front, and the Wolves will collect. Good reverse transition right now for the Bears. Getting back in time was Logan Hildebrandt, who took the shot and still was one of the first men back, but the Wolves able to re-enter the offensive zone. Evan Parapolkin. Dish to his left, and then a turnover is Atticus Delisle. Gives it away. 5-hole scores. The Bears are absolutely pouring it on, and now it's Max Williams getting his first. Good job to release just as Johnston was taking the step over to his left, and that opened up the 5-hole, made this a 4-0 lead early. Just about 6 minutes in, and the Bears finding the back of the net with plenty of success here. And the win, of course, is the most important thing for them, but they also need goals. Rant will drive, he'll shoot, and a glove stop by Johnston. A win here this morning would give the Bears a 2-1 record. And with the Valley Sturgeon playing a game later, they're also in this pool and also have a 1-1 record. Nice backhand feed across, just missed Eastman. So a win here would give them the early upper hand and force Valley to, essentially need to win later today against the Prince Albert Predators, which is already going to be a tough task. But then also force them in a position where not only do they need to win, they also need to pour on some scoring against that Prince Albert team, which is also going to be a tough task. First power play of the game is going to go to the Bears. City of Abbotsford is a strong supporter of the MacDonald Cup and our thriving local sports community. From world-class parks and recreation to vibrant events and welcoming neighborhoods, Abbotsford is the place to live, work, and play. Learn more at abbotsford.ca. First look at the power play overall in this game. Majorki just put it off the corner where the crossbar meets the post. Fresh 30, though. Shot didn't get through. It'll trickle over to the other side. I believe it caught a defender in front. And West Kootenay will just dump it the length of the floor, forcing Ty Reeve to come out of his crease. He's only seen 2 shots against, and it might be a while before his next one, because with the Bears on the power play and West Kootenay electing to just sort of dump and chase, it would appear that the Bears are going to have possession for at the very least the next minute and 8 seconds while they're on their power play. Or less, of course, barring a goal. Lucas Standish, speaking of goal scorers, has one in this period. Skip feed across. Majorki with a low shot. Again looking 5-hole, and Johnston heavy on his stick. Able to keep that out, and the Bears didn't see the loose ball. A chance now for the Wolves to go 2-on-1 shorthanded. Fired wide. Their goal scorer, Reese Whitehead, was up the play, but electing to fire was Nicholas Phippen, and Johnston makes a stop at the other end. Another dump and chase sort of effort. And they're able to retrieve it. Behind enemy lines right now is Barbauer, excuse me. 1-on-2, it's turning into 1-on-3. Now another member of this West Kootenay team comes through, but the pass to the middle is picked off. Just about 3 seconds left on the Bears power play. So they'll be 0 for 1, and we'll return to 5-on-5. Nice move underneath. Kalen Sawyer. Skip feed across. There's a man knocked down to the near side. Standish gets his second. Some rough stuff behind the play a little bit. Don't think you'd be able to see it, but just to the left of your screen, you can see the Wolves player go in right there. Sawyer went back at Easton Laren, but the official gets between the two. Does not matter because Standish gets his second of the period and puts his team up by 5. 11:21 to play in the first period. Shots are 18-2 right now. Another one, or another thing that we mentioned pregame was the amount of rubber that Holden Johnston has seen throughout this tournament. I think it's safe to say he's probably seen at least 60 shots in both of the first 2 games that West Kootenay has played in this tournament. Look out as high stick came across and almost knocked down the Bears defender. And that's going to be an 8-second count. Great press from the Timberwolves. Nicholas Phippen making his presence felt. Ball will roll to the near side. Bears doing battle, as will the Wolves, who have it for a moment. One hand on his stick, spinning to the middle. It's Lucas Sanford. Still with it somehow. Escapes to the perimeter, protects his stick, and he'll get a slash from Williams. Sanford driving on Hildebrand, tries to go over top of Reeve, but can't get it on the mark. Wolves still with just 2 registered shots right now and 10:20 remaining in the first. Logan Hildebrand finds a lane. He'll fake the pass and shoot off the stick of Johnston and out the other side of the crease. Sawyer has a lane to the goal. Over the shoulder, but just off the back of Johnston. Able to get enough of it. Now Hildebrand on his wrong side will look back. Dish to the outside. Lane's opening up through the middle. And the Bears want to drive, but unsuccessful on that last attempt. And now the Wolves will go in the other direction towards the goal. And did that make its way on target? No, and there's a delayed penalty coming up. Wolves possession remains. Shot off the right pad of Reeve. Fresh 30 now for the Timberwolves. Whitehead dishes below the goal line. He'll drive. He's going to want it back. Doesn't get it. Shot through. Shoulder stop. Big rebound. Reeve makes another save. Make it 3 straight. Might have to make a 4th, but Bears able to collect. And now the Timberwolves are going to get their first power play of the game after a flurry of chances. Serving in Fraser Valley since 1997, Sapphire Creative delivers bold, custom marketing solutions that make your brand shine. From vehicle wraps and branded apparel to eye-catching design and promotional products, let them help your business stand out and grow. Learn more at sapphirecreative.com. Pass through, Whitehead shot, and a low save by Reeve. All of a sudden, a handful of shots are up on the board for the Wolves. Whitehead from a sharp angle. Where is it? Reeve doesn't know. He spins back, but it's stuck in his gear. Just falls down, and it's collected by a defender. Bears want to go to the goal. Short-handed, scores! Callum Eastman goes 200 feet and into the back of the net. Stick side pass, Johnston. Georgie, I just got a text from Jeff Fisher, speaking of. Good morning, Jeff. He wanted to let us know that he's seen at least one backhand. So add it to the tally. If you've missed any of the broadcasts, yeah, George agrees? Yeah, George just marked it up there, Jeff. If you've missed any of the games so far, our very own Jeff Fisher has been keeping a tally of the amount of backhands that we've seen in this tournament. I think we're up to 100 now. Hey, Jeff? Wolves still on the power play, but it's another Bears possession. Williams looking for another shorty, denied by Johnston. Long pass ahead. Way out of the reach of Dawson Bow. Which team's on the power play here, George? Pressure starting to mount as the Wolves will close the gap, but Rant made a nice split dodge to find some open space. Dropping to one hand. Tucks through, swims around another. He's going to go to the goal himself. Johnston makes the save again with his stick. The Bears like to shoot low, but Johnston has made a handful of those stick saves. Down to the corner. The dump and chase doesn't work. The Wolves' power play is almost done, just 10 seconds until they'll return to 5-on-5, but there's another shorthanded break, and this time sent wide. Loose ball ahead. Laren able to chase it down. Both teams now 0 for 1 on the man advantage. Laren dropped it, but waiting was Fippen. He'll throw a bouncer to the middle. It missed everybody. Still winds up deep in the corner. Carew left it behind. The Bears will collect. Under 7 minutes remaining. Quick drop pass in the defensive zone by Jace Morton. Eastman wants his second. He'll drive, he'll shoot. Johnston has it stuck in the glove, or the cuff of his glove. Able to hang on for a whistle and just bare hand tosses it to the corner. Jeff, I'm not sure if you're still watching, but George and I found out this morning that West Kootenay's goaltender, Holden Johnston, this is about his 11th lacrosse game ever. So I made mention of that earlier. So, I mean, if you go down his stats, for goaltenders, I don't really like to use goals against average much anymore because I find it's more of like a defensive or a team stat as a whole. You know, the goals against average isn't always necessarily on the goaltender specifically, which means I typically like to look a little bit more at the save percentage. And Holden Johnston, I mean, with the 0-2 record, still has a .781 save percentage, which I would say is pretty good considering one of the teams that he played was that Prince Albert Predators team, and then again the Valley Sturgeon. And wasn't that just like a 1-0 game against Valley at the end of the first period, if I remember correctly? He's good, and it's pretty remarkable that, I mean, he's played less than 15 lacrosse games in his life. Pretty remarkable. 5.5 to play. Bears collect it back. Eastman is up again. Another breakaway for Eastman, denied by Johnston. Big rebound, falls to Perrier at the restraining line. One of the assistant captains for this Westshore Bears team. Morton off the bench. Late man joining will be Majorki. Big wind-up, shot off the post. Heavy release from Max Harbick. Could not beat the goaltender's best friend. Pass ahead, maybe numbers for the Bears. Morton decided to shoot. Get his own rebound as well. Shoulder save, Johnston. Staring down Aiden Hildebrand, who collects. He'll shoot, again denied by Johnston. Aiden Hildebrand tied for the league lead in scoring with 9 goals. One more would give him sole possession. Logan Hildebrand has one in this game as there's an injured member of the Wolves who is down, grasping at his right side. Back to his feet, though, and he is in quite some discomfort. Heading off onto the West Kootenay bench. He will stay there, which is a good sign at the very least. Here's Whitehead. Dishes to the perimeter. Nicholas Phippen. Return, or tried to return it to Whitehead. The ball is loose. It's up the floor. Is that Eastman again? Having a hard time picking it up. Otherwise, he was in all alone for his 4th breakaway of this game. Noisemakers are back, George. Here's Standish, scores. Didn't look like it was going to be much, but Standish turns nothing into something. Sees an open lane, drops his shoulder, drives, and puts his team up 7-0. Again, just to let some people in on some of the conversations we were having. People were pouring into the booth this morning, George. What do we have, like 7 visitors probably coming in to say they've been watching the streams, enjoying the product they were putting on, talking about the product on the floor in general, how good the lacrosse has been over the first 2 days. But those same Westshore Bears moms came in, not too happy with the repetitive music they've been hearing. They would like to hear something a little different. You know, being a DJ isn't the easiest job, but I kind of agree with them, I will say. I wouldn't mind a fresh playlist. Here's Eastman, another breakaway, wide. Rant battling for the loose ball. Logan Hildebrand comes in to help. He's going to draw an interference call, and the Bears will take possession already in the offensive zone. George, shots are now 32-6 for the Bears. Safe to say that Holden Johnston is probably going to see at least another 60 today. Well, there's the 33rd that he's seen. Wolves got to get this over center. Hildebrand trying to cause that turnover, and he will on the 8-second count, and then the Wolves throw it down. Are they going to call a penalty here? No. I think if this is a closer game, the officials are probably calling that delay. But letting it go this time around. I don't disagree, you know. The Hildebrands look for a little 1-2 through the middle. Logan gets the shot off, and a left pad save by Johnston. Back in is going to be the call. So both Aiden and Logan on the floor. Logan in the middle. He gets the pass from Aiden in all alone. He can do whatever he wants here, and he'll score. Oh, my. Take a look at this one, and let's count how many fakes he threw. Parked in the middle. Nobody near him. You can see him looking around like, is anybody going to cover me? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he shoots. And then just stands there after. Well, Logan Hildebrand kicked off the scoring with the game's opening goal, and now he's got another. It's an 8-0 game, 2:38 to play in the first period. Wolves will win a draw. Looking to go to the goal. A nice move on the drive shot. Reeve makes the save. That was the most dangerous-looking Timberwolves possession we've seen so far. And it turns into a fast break the other way. McKee couldn't quite pull the trigger. Johnston, long pass ahead. Maybe some slow numbers here for the Wolves. Hit from behind, knocks the ball loose. Nathaniel Green will get back to his feet and head back into defensive effort. Now numbers the other way. A twister scores. Jace Morton. It's funny how quickly things can go from a chance at one end to a chance at the other. About 3 seconds prior to that goal, the Wolves were going in with a chance that ended up once again as a turnover. And then the Bears at the other end, Morton with a twister release. Now Williams backing away. Sawyer is Reinforcements have made their way onto the floor. Sawyer's going to drive. Shot into the stick of Johnston. There's a penalty on the play. Some words being shared between a member of the Wolves and the Bears, and I believe it's Jonah Bennett. Cross-checking will be the call. Discover the heart of the Fraser Valley with Tourism Abbotsford. From farm fresh flavors to scenic wineries and vibrant events to outdoor adventures, Abbotsford is something for everyone. Plan your visit today at tourismabbotsford.ca. I think we're 1 goal away from runtime here, George. I believe it's 10. Could be wrong. 12? Okay. Would you put your reputation on the line? Interesting, your lack of hearing all of a sudden. George, you have headphones on. I'm in your ears right now. Left pad save from Johnston. Rant is still looking for his first goal of the tournament. He's going to run point on the power play. Perrier around a screen. Another pad save by Johnston. He's going to hang on, not allowing any rebound, and the Wolves look to just send it ahead. Whitehead is up to play. He's got one man to beat. Drives wide. If he looks to the middle, there's an open man. Doesn't see him in time. He's going to drop his shoulder, spin back. There's a man behind him that he also doesn't see. 45 seconds remaining. Hogan takes the slash. Also a cross check. Peeks back to the middle. Bears power play making their way on. Majorki and Rant. And Perrier will be the late men to join. Hildebrandt, far side, looking for Rant. He had to reach to knock it down. Cross to the crease, scores! Majorki. How about those hands? Able to tiptoe the crease, watch the footwork. Yeah, he's good. Ooh, I mean, that's close. Toes were certainly close to the line there. But the hands, at the very least, very impressive. And Ben Majorki makes this a 10-0 game with 22 seconds to go. And no other goaltender in the lineup for West Kootenay, which is, and I mean, that's not to say that's a shot at Johnston in any way whatsoever. But sometimes it's nice to just give your starter a little bit of a breather. That being said, 22 seconds away from the intermission here, so he will get said breather in a couple of moments here, but 39 shots so far thrown on goal from the Bears. Rant lost possession. Clock goes down to 7. It's knocked ahead. Maybe a last-second chance for the Wolves, and the ball is chopped away. This period as well will be chopped away. 10-0 through 20. And second period action is coming right up in about 10 minutes' time. Thanks for joining us here on BC Sports TV, live from Abbotsford. George, it's the MacDonald Cup. 10-0 through 20 minutes in our first game of the day on day number 3 here at the MacDonald Cup. Welcome back to BC Sports TV. It's the Westshore Bears with 10 and the West Kootenay Timberwolves still looking for their first. Shots are 39-7, and cameraman extraordinaire George Parra, who is clearly more of a math guy than I am. What did you say? On pace for 117 shots right now. That's the Westshore Bears, by the way, on pace for that. Again, through 20 minutes, 39 shots on goal. And they need to continue to pile them up if they want to give themselves a good chance here looking towards the crossover game tomorrow or what could eventually be the semifinal. I'm not exactly sure how the seeding will work after today, so I'm not sure if there's a chance that they would have to play 2 tomorrow or if it's guaranteed just 1, and then from that point hoping to find themselves in a championship game afterwards. But again, they have an identical record right now at 1-1 with the Valley Sturgeon. So a win here gives them a 2-1 record. Valley will play later against Prince Albert. So Westshore wants plenty of goals to make sure that they have any advantage if something comes down to a tiebreaker. Connor Rant waiting for the screen. He'll fire. Almost found the 7-hole, but keeping his arm against his body. Holden Johnston. Back in is going to be the call against the Wolves to give possession back to the Bears. Feed to the top. Max Harbeck. Near side. Rant reached for it, but couldn't quite knock it down. Johnson in his crease will. There's a man breaking to the far side. It's Simon Brooks. Passes on. He had a teammate up the play. Couldn't get there in time. Bears have been good in reverse transition this game, taking away any fast break chances that may be coming up for the Wolves. Yet to really get a clean look coming from their defensive end yet. Kicked ahead, the ball remains down low in the corner, and that'll be a shot clock violation. Bears will collect. West Kootenay just does not seem to have an answer right now. Here's Kyson Garbett-Webb to the goal. Not on target. It'll trickle all the way back towards center, held in by Sawyer. Kalen Sawyer. Drop the ball. Wines fires wide off the back of the goal. 2 seconds on the shot clock. The Bears aren't going to be able to get anything on target just yet. And the clock will expire. Sawyer pressing, trying to cause a turnover. Knocked the ball loose. Just on the other side is center. 8-second count. It's Bears possession. Chance to go on a 2-on-0 towards the goal, and Johnston makes the stop. Would not come unglued from that far post. Sawyer gets it to Garbett-Webb. Now Standish on hat-trick watch. Driving with one hand, spinning back now into a triple team. Lost possession. Falls to the restraining line. Bears still have it. McKee to the near side to Rant. Loading, firing, and Johnson makes another stop. Rebound will go out of play. An emphatic whistle. Is there a penalty here? I think Nicholas Phippen thought there was a penalty. He was heading over towards the West Kootenay box. But it's still 5-on-5, and the Bears score. Was that Sawyer? Pretty sure it was. Yeah, Johnston got a piece, but not quite enough. And no real defensive slide allowed Sawyer to just fire. And now we are in runtime. So 11. Okay. That was the question. Was it 10 or was it, I mean, maybe 12. Turns out we're both wrong, George. Shame on us. You know, we're out. Second time in this tournament we've seen run time. Whitehead will fire off the post. Oh, that close to their first goal. So then my question, would it then go back to stop time if they had scored, or is it run time the rest of the game now? Wolves looking for another right between the eyes of Ty Reeve. That's using your face. Long pass ahead. Rant will chase it down. Behind the net, as the Bears will make changes. Rant skips across to the far side after the goal from Sawyer just a moment ago. Out of the reach of Grayson Hedeker. Dug free, though, to the goal line. Fake shot, scores. Kind of a subtle dip and dunk on that release. Without the jump, Mike Perrier. There it is. It's kind of that underhand, you know, you bring your hands up going far side and then all in one motion back over top. Shades of Dane Doby. Huh? $14:20 to go. McKee wins the draw deep into the zone, and now he'll chase it down. Unable to reach it. The Wolves will, and they'll break away from their defensive zone. First man off the bench is Ethan McLaughlin. Wide open on the crease, but the ball is loose at the point. McLaughlin is still open on the crease if they can feed. Don't see him in time. Reeve makes a save and makes another one. Again, there was an open net to shoot at off of a rebound, but Reeve making the save when it matters most. Whitehead was there on his wrong side, just whiffed at it. He'll find it, fakes the backhand, gets it back to the perimeter. Burst of energy here for the Wolves, and Reeve makes another save. Did that hit him up high? Yes. And he's going to get some attention as the whistle's blown. That's the second one at the start of this period that is hit him up high, and he's kind of grabbing at his ear here. So the clock will stop for this. And Nicholas Phippen goes over to say, sorry, bud. That's kind of the second time in this game. Like, there hasn't been a ton of offense in this one for the Timberwolves, but that's the second time when there's been just this sudden burst, if you know what I mean, where all of a sudden it's like 3 straight shots off of rebounds in front. And Reeve having a discussion with one of his coaches and a trainer as well. Selena Fong is the name I have on my roster for the trainer. Reeve's going to put his helmet back on, so I would imagine he's going to stay in after a quick breather, quick sip of water. Round of applause from the Bears faithful as Reeve looks like he's going to stay in this game, and it will be Timberwolves possession. Up to 10 shots now, George. Don't call it a comeback yet, but, you know. Got to start somewhere. You're right. 13:23 to play. Phippen with it. He'll dish to Whitehead on his right. Pass through, took a deflection. Wolves still have it. Lane to the goal, looking short side. Went off the back of the net. Ball is loose up the half wall. Whitehead finds it with one hand on his stick. He lost it. It's over to the far side. Phippen now. A great save by Reeve. Wow. How's that to re-enter the game? Injured a moment ago, right back into the mix. Wolves are pressing. Lob pass through. Shot well wide. Ricochets out, and the Bears might turn this into a fast break chance themselves. Jacob DiBattista is going to go in alone. He'll shoot in a glove stop at the other end. Holden Johnston saw what Ty Reeve just did and said, I can do that too. flashes Leather into an open goal and makes another stop. Lucas Sanford bobbled it. Bears take it back. Here comes Hedeker. He's got a man with him to his left. He'll dish. Johnston makes the stop and scoops it up with that left hand. A fast-moving middle frame here from Abbotsford. Eastman wants to go again. Believe he's got 2 goals in this game. Both of them on fast breaks. Rant couldn't quite reach it. And he runs into a heavy body, and that's going to be a crease call against him. Maybe some unintentional contact with a goaltender, and a Wolves defender comes over to let him know that's not gonna swing in this one. Fippen. Screen is set by Whitehead. He's gonna roll to the middle, passes off. Whitehead couldn't reach it. 4 on the shot clock. Pass through. Fippen had his hands tied up before he could shoot. Good defensive play by Perrier. Speaking of, here is Perrier. Help comes in the form of Harbeck. Gets over top, hands free. Thinking about the shot, finds some space to the near side, return feed. Perrier with a low shot, and Johnston. Another stop. Quick pass forward. Cooper Delisle has to chase it down, and he will. Swims over a teammate who went down. The 2 number 10s collide through the middle. It will be Bears possession. Long pass forward. Numbers here. It's a 3-on-1. Turns into a 2-on-1. Shot well wide of the goal. Rebound in front. Eastman was there. As is McKee, who was kind of battling himself to collect, but able to slow the ball down. 10-11. Back to McKee. He'll shoot. Denied by Johnston. But McKee last ran through the crease and then was the next Bear to make contact with the ball, giving possession to the Wolves. Whitehead is open through the middle. The pass is there. One hand on his stick. He's going to shoot here. He fires it wide. Again, if you missed it off the top, 12 goals for through 2 games for the Wolves as Eastman looks for his 3rd. Big rebound in front. The Bears still have it, and Johnston makes 2 saves back to back. So 12 goals for through 2 games. 9 of them have come from the stick of Reese Whitehead. Eastman is going to get another breakaway, and it will once again be denied by Johnston. What do you think, George? He's probably had 7 breakaways in this game. Ish. Callum Eastman came into this game with 1 goal. Has 2 this morning. And I would argue now leads the tournament in breakaways. Rant off the bench and then off the shoulder of Johnston. Rebound to the near side. Tyson Garbutt-Webb had a chance at it. Bears take it back. Got to be careful that center line. This might be back over a big hit right at the center dot. Bears have a chance to go. Another breakaway feed is on the money. It's Aiden Hildebrand. Denied by Johnston. It feels weird to say keeping your team in the fight in an 11-0 game, but Johnston is doing his job. And the goaltenders are going to get a water break. There's a look at Holden Johnston. If there's anybody that needs a sip of water, it is that man right there. 48 shots now, which gives him 37 saves. So we can take a quick look down at the Westshore Bears bench as well. And if my eyes do not mistake me, that's James Morgan, Mr. Fairplay. I believe a congratulations is in order. the Fair Play Award. You know what? He'll knock you down, but he'll help you back up. Congratulations on the finest award sports has to offer, Mr. James Morgan. We got a Bears insider feeding us some info. Not gonna name any names, you know. Whitehead, long bomb ahead. They're gonna try a Hail Mary. Hits the mark on the bounce. Phippen is open far side. Whitehead is rejoining the play, is spinning away from some pressure is Jake Carrew. Now Whiteman, shot late in the clock, off the end boards. He's going to bat it. Check that, it's Phippen who bats it towards Reeve, and it was a registered shot at the last second. Now up the floor, guess who? It's Eastman. Takes a look back, couple of fakes, denied by Johnston. Ball bounces towards Eastman, now dangerously in front. Wolves able to knock it down. Backpedaling is Logan Hildebrandt for a defensive effort, as is Eastman. McKee, is onto the floor. And he'll slide across to take away any angle. Pass through the middle. Reeve punches it to the near side off the end boards. And back in is going to be the call. A good read by Phippen to force the Bears defender back into the crease. Whitehead is playing virtually every offensive shift right now for the Bears. And with 9 goals through 2 games, why wouldn't he? Denied on that one, though. He's looking for double digits. Garbutt-Webb puts it into the midsection of Johnston. He'll hang on for a whistle with 6:15 left in the second period. No goals for a while here, George. You know, was it 10-0 at the end of the first? So just 1 goal to this point in the second period. Standish spins away on a screen set by Red. He'll load, fire, and Johnston makes the save. Rebound. Rand with the backhander scores. That man had 0 goals coming into this game, and his first looks like this. Are you kidding me? Even he, you can see him take the monkey off his back there. That's got to feel good. But also, I bet you he's thinking, of all of the shots I've taken, that's the one that goes in. Wow. I may have jinxed the Wolves a little bit there, too. I just finished saying no goals in a while. Connor Rant gets his first. Max Harbeck. First move is a good one. Perrier protects his stick. He'll throw a backhander. Gets his own rebound on his wrong side. Standish winding, firing, and a stop by Johnston. Johnston just looks exhausted right now. 51 shots against. Interference call goes against Westshore. So West Kootenay will take it. Phippen able to knock it down on the pass from Whitehead. Nicholas Phippen. Good job to protect his stick. He'll tuck through the middle. Ran into 3 Bears defenders, and Logan Hildebrandt fakes the pass across, now gets it off, and it deflects high off the stick of Ben Majorki. Phippen muscles his way through. He'll swim and switch hands. Spins back to the corner. Kept at bay. Screen is set. He'll shoot. He'll score! Finally, the Timberwolves are on the board. Bit of a double screen set there. And I can finally say it, George. Shutout, no more. Pretty rare in lacrosse, of course. But as you inch closer towards the third period and there was still a 0 on the board, you got to start to think about it a little bit. I can honestly say I've only seen 2 shutouts in lacrosse. They both came last year, and they both came from the same goaltender. Can you guess who? No, it was Jack Kask. There you go. And one of them was in deciding Game 4 of the BC Junior A semifinals against the Burnaby Lakers. Pretty unbelievable in a playoff game as well. The other one was earlier in the regular season last year against the Nanaimo Timbermen, but regardless. Johnston makes a stick save. Nathaniel Green gets on his horses. He'll go for a run. Pass ahead. Hildebrandt gives a couple of whacks to the back of Easton Laren. Ball is left in the corner. Jacob Barbauer is going to give chase. Currently pinned. Laren digs for it. He falls. Ball is knocked ahead, and the Bears want to go here. Off to the races goes Grayson Hedeker. Drops his shoulder. He'll fire it just over the goal. Deflecting off the end boards. Right back to Easton Laren again. He's been busy on this shift. Sends a pass down low, and rightfully so will head off for a change. As mentioned, he had been out there for quite some time. Late offensive change for the Wolves. The pass is bobbled. Still with it, though. Atticus Delisle. Whitehead. The low shot. Wide of the goal. Rebound in front. Last second chance. They score a buzzer beater. Well, look at that. Is that 2 straight, George? Dawson Bow. You'll get a good angle of the shot clock here as well. Bow. Oh, what is that, like half a second? Wow. So give Dawson Bow his second of the tournament. Didn't even realize we're in the final minute here. 30 seconds left. The beauty of runtime. Don't even realize it. Ball off the boards. McKee. He had it. Couldn't quite reach it on the second chance. Wolves will retain. Sent dangerously towards the middle. Phippen has it. 8 seconds on the clock. It's a 3-on-1 for the Wolves if they can hang on to possession. Pass down to the crease. Not sure if that was a shot or a pass, but they had a man wide open. And would you look at that? The West Kootenay Timberwolves, George, are on a little bit of a run here. 2 straight. 1 more period left in regulation. And we're going to continue to bring you all of the MacDonald Cup action live here on BC Sports TV. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back after this. Okay, so we just got a little bit more math on the fly. According to George, the Bears are on pace for 81 shots on goal right now. Okay, currently at 54. We'll see. Remember that number, 54. I don't know why I do this in my head, George, but when I need to remember a number, I associate it with a hockey player. First player that comes to mind when I think of 54, Kellen Lane, that one Canuck that was in that line brawl against Calgary when John Tortorella was the coach. Random poll, I know. Bears leading 13-2 through 40 minutes. But remember, the Wolves have the last 2 straight goals. Might they continue their scoring ways? Whitehead couldn't pull the trigger in time. He'll just have to leave. As a teammate took his stick from him. And they all went together on the bench. Early shot from the Bears goes wide. Chance for West Kootenay to clear center, and they will, keeping that stick cradling heavy, but turning it over. Hildebrandt denied by Johnston. Give him another stop of the shoulder variety. A much easier clear this time for West Kootenay. Maybe numbers. Pass to the far side. Reeves can't stop it. It's 3 straight for the Timberwolves. Ty Reeve got a piece. But the low release of Bouncer, yeah, just trickles through him. 3 straight. Look out for the Wolves here, George. The deficit is down to 10. Can't even contain the excitement in the building. And again, I'll say, like, goal differential is important here. So the Bears would be wise to get back to their scoring ways. Eastman has done some of that. He'll try again, but stopped by Johnston. Got the elbow out just in time. A one-and-done set for the Bears as West Kootenay able to get it up to Phippen over center. He'll find some space. Logan Hildebrandt gives him a slash. Phippen wanted a high sticking call, not going to get it. Driving to the middle, runs into a body, lost possession, and Reeve will collect from his crease. Long pass forward. Bears will have to chase it down. Next to collect is Kyson Garbett-Webb. Delayed call coming up to the Wolves. First power play that we've seen in a while, assuming that the Bears don't score with the extra attacker. Morton is wide open in the middle. He'll shoot. Johnston makes the save, and Morton collects his own rebound. Behind the goal, fresh 30. Morton thought about the drive, dishes to the outside instead. Rant hoping for his second. Johnston makes the save. Rant again gets the rebound. Tucking through. Shot, scores! Well, they didn't need the power play, but they end the 3-goal run of the Wolves. Standish gets another. Fake to that top corner, but still wound up shooting there anyways. A little bit of hesitation to the stick side. Proved to be a little difficult for Johnston. Face-off violation. Possession Wolves. Phippen dishes to his left. Whitehead. He'll shoot from distance. A kick save, big rebound. A big save by Reeve. Don't look now, but the Wolves are up to 19 shots. 59 for Westshore. Whitehead, skip feed, low shot, off the mark. Another rebound in front, off the end boards. Swatted towards Reeve. Will be a crease violation, but did make the save nonetheless. Standish has the goal. Perrier is open, all alone behind everybody. He'll fake the backhand, scores! Wow. Second of the game for Mike Perrier. And look at the fake backhand here. all alone behind everybody. The pass was even a little late, I would say. There's the fake into the top corner. Nothing that Holden Johnston can do about that. So would you put that up to Jeff's like tally of backhands? Because it was a fake. It wasn't the actual backhand. Does that count? No, I don't think it does. I'm here for the argument, though. Fip into Whitehead. Takes a peek to the right. He doesn't see an option that he likes, so he'll take it there himself. Now through the middle on his wrong side. Shot and a kick stop by Reeve. Bears have it. Again, they have a man. Actually, two of them up the play. Long pass forward. It takes a bounce. Deflected down and handled well by McKee. Minimal urgency right now. Aiden Hildebrandt gets the pick and roll with Rant. One more flip to the middle. Morton spins, shoots wide. Off the half wall. McKee could knock it down. Causes a turnover, though. Pass to the crease. No looker. Johnston had it stuck in his stick. Again, hangs on for a whistle. This time it's the Wolves who have a man behind the play. They'll shoot, and a glove stop by Reeve. Collected by Josh Morgan. Harbick has come on. Cornett as well. Makes a dodge off ball. Stays in possession of Rant. Flip feed through. I believe looking for McKee. Check that. It was Aiden Hildebrandt. On his wrong side, he'll spin back to the middle. A twister off the shoulder of Johnston, who sweeps it from outside of his crease. Long pass ahead. With that short goaltender's stick. Collected. There's three Wolves in front of the goal. It misses the first. Fippen feeds Whitehead on the run. Shot and low save by Reeve. Loose ball collected. Whitehead was the intended recipient of that second pass. Didn't find him. Now a 2-on-1 as Logan Hildebrandt will switch places with Eastman and just pull out and slow things down. Logan Hildebrandt looking for his hat trick goal. Majorki has come on as the trailer. Standish to the point. Shot, save. Johnston didn't know where it was, but then takes a peek outside of his crease, and there it was rolling to a dangerous area. He's just going to lob it all the way down. It's deflected before it got to center. Eastman down low to the near side. Majorki can't quite dial it in, just missed the glove side. Bounce eludes Perrier. Atticus Delisle. Colton Poole. Pass to the middle, missed everybody. 11:55 to go. Interference is going to be called against West Kootenay. At this rate, George, I think we're going to have a lengthy break between this and the next game. 1 p.m. is the scheduled start time of the Saanich versus North Shore game. It's already 11:30 or it's only 11:30 with, about 11 and a half to play here in the final period of regulation. Rant just over the net. There's room into that top corner. Back over will be the call. Ethan McLaughlin wanted to go early. Had to retrieve it in the crease. A shovel feed, or a shovel shot, and stacking the pads is Ty Reeve. What a save on West Kootenay's 23rd shot of the game. What did you say was the shot total? It was 80, 81. Okay, up to 64 now for Westshore. Certainly slowed down a little bit since the start of this game. Hildebrandt scores. Well, speaking of. Are you awake, George? Did the horn get you? I believe, if I remember correctly, Aiden Hildebrand yesterday had 7 goals, and that was in a losing effort to Prince Albert. He has been one of the hot sticks for this Westshore team through their 3rd game of the tournament. Brother, Logan Hildebrand, at least we believe they're brothers. Could be cousins, you never know. Here is Aiden Hildebrand again. A reverse backhand, well wide. Another one on the tally, Jeff. McKee's going to drive through. He's knocked down from behind and slides through the crease. I wonder if we're going to get a wipe now. Might be a little slick in the crease of Holden Johnston. Does not seem to be the case. McKee will head off after getting roughed up on that last drive. Shot wide by Hildebrand, and looks like he's all right after his head hit the floor. Quick timeout for the goaltenders. A little Sum 41 comes onto the speakers. I'm not going to complain about Sum 41 coming on because I'm a big Sum 41 guy personally, but this is the 2nd time this song has been played. Feels like a party foul, you know? Yeah, lots of water for Holden Johnston. 16-3, they trail, but not for a lack of effort from that man right there. Again, if you missed it off the top, we were told before this game that he has played 11 games of lacrosse in his life. More of a hockey goaltender. And you can sort of see that in his stance a little bit. We were watching him in warm-up, and you can see the natural reaction to go to the butterfly ever so slightly. You can see his knees kind of flinch a little bit, but I'll let that slide considering he's played 11 games of lacrosse in his life. Otherwise, I think he's been, at the very least, a standout for this team. And that's at the very least. And I want to be clear here, before we even found that out, through 2 games of this tournament, up here in the booth, myself, George, and Jeff Fisher, like we were already talking about Holden Johnston, about how, you know, maybe through some of the struggles that this West Kootenay team has had, Johnston has been really good. He might have to make another stop in tight here on Morton, and he will. They lean on their goaltender so much, and for good reason. Laren backpedals away. Sees a passing option on the far side. It was Lucas Sanford who just bobbled it, thinking about the move before the ball was in his stick, but they keep play alive. Fippen, 3 to shoot. Whitehead from distance into the chest protector of Reeve. Nice swim move on the loose ball reception. Reeve and Fippen both back in a defensive effort. Morton finds some space. One defender to beat through the middle. It's Whitehead, and Johnson makes the save. It trickles over the goal line. And look out here. A punch thrown. Fippen saying, I'm trying to get to the bench. But there were some shoves thrown either way. And the Bears score a goal regardless. I wonder if there's going to be a penalty called here. It's been an otherwise, relatively calm game. There's the cross-check that Morton didn't like. He throws a punch back. Regardless, 17-3. No penalty will be called. Remains 5-on-5. Actually, I believe there's only been like 1 penalty per side in this game. If you remember, I can't remember if it was in this period or back in the second period. They all kind of blurred together at this point. But the Bears did have the extra attacker out on a delayed call coming up against West Kootenay, but ended up scoring 6-on-5 to wash out the delayed call. Perrier, nice move to tuck around the defender. Johnston makes the stop. 68 shots now. Pass forward just a second too late. Hildebrandt out in a defensive effort will find it, send it all the way forward. It's another breakaway for the Bears. It's Standish. Off the glove of Johnston. Gets his own rebound. Pass to the corner. Morton is back on the floor. Quick pass to the middle. Standish couldn't take it cleanly. It's back down, backhander, and Johnston makes another stop. Jeff, there's another one. Big hit along the half wall. Jace Morton with a heavy cross check. Off the body of Rant. It's a 3-on-2 right now, but the Bears deciding to slow down. 4-on-3 actually. Majorki is open. Rant decides against the pass. Still with it. Majorki is open again. Now he gets it. He'll shoot, and that goes right into the midsection of Johnston. Oh, the defender stumbled. Majorki right there trying to retrieve. This is likely going to be an 8-second count. No, they just throw it away over the center line. Eastman down to the corner, back in front. Standish was there, but it was too low. And in the weirdest form ever, tries to save the back over call. I didn't know somebody could bend like that. Another save for Reeve. 4.5 left. Long pass forward. Standish was there. Hildebrandt, fresh off the bench. Likes the drive. He'll tuck. He'll shoot. Scores. All of a sudden, I think Aiden Hildebrandt has a hat trick. Coming off of his 7-goal performance yesterday. It was his brother Logan Hildebrandt who had been doing the bulk of the scoring in this game with 2. I mean, the bulk between the two. Logan Hildebrandt currently has 2, I believe he's still at. Brother Aiden up to 3. And we are down to about 3.5 left to play. Reminder, we got more MacDonald Cup action coming up after this. 1 p.m. will be the start time between Saanich and North Shore. North Shore coming off of an emotional victory last night, 9-8. They took that in overtime over the Oceanside Sharks, who tied the game with 12 seconds left. Bears get another. And North Shore, I mean, they trailed in that game. They led in that game. And again, they gave up the lead with 12 seconds left. Me and George were talking all throughout that one, especially at the beginning of the third period, about how that game just reeked of overtime, and of course we got it. And then Patrick Seward with the crease dive goal. It was a close call, but it counted to give North Shore the 9-8 overtime victory, their first win of the tournament. And now they'll face off this afternoon in about an hour and 20 minutes-ish against the 2-0 Saanich Express. Oh, and the Wolves get one back. Right off the draw. Whitehead gets the loose ball, floats it through the middle, and Evan Parapolkin does the rest. So I don't think we're going to get to that 82 shot mark here, George. 73 right now for the Bears, which gives them 19 in this period to this point. The Bears want to go here for another. 90 seconds remain. Connor Rand had that backhand goal earlier. Denied on the outside bid this time. Johnston keeps his stick down. Cooper Delisle swims around some pressure. Gets around the third forechecker. runs into a couple more. That'll be an 8-second count. Got to put the ball down here. I think in another game, that's called delay. Connor Rant tucks through. He'll shoot. Didn't get through off a deflection, so no back over call. 50 on the shot clock. 50 left in regulation. Reeve way out of his crease. Lobs one ahead. 5 on the shot clock. There's a man open in the middle, a bouncer in front. Shot by Rant, and that go off the mask of Johnston. Nice split dodge through the middle. Reeve forced to make a save in tight. Another fast break. This time, Evan Perapolkin. Actually, I shouldn't say this time. He scored their last goal. Now Perrier deflects it. It'll roll back towards center. The Wolves want to go again. 10 seconds to go. Can they get one more? Perapolkin couldn't handle it. Morton will retrieve from the corner. The two number 10s do battle once more, and Morton will just launch it all the way down. 19-4. The Bears take this one. A much-needed victory for them, considering their place in the standings. They'll be 2-1 now, and will certainly improve that goal differential. Now they're going to be keeping their eyes on the the Valley Sturgeon with a 1-1 record, and they're going to face off against the Prince Albert Predators. Goals are going to be important in that game, specifically for Valley, and of course the win. But after this one, Westshore's put themselves in a pretty good spot heading into tomorrow. Don't want to get too ahead of themselves, but not a bad position to be in here. Congratulations to Mr. Fair Play, James Morgan, and his Westshore Bears 19-4 victory. I'll turn off my mic for the time being. Leave the ambi mic on for the announcement of the MVPs. Reminder, next one up, 1 p.m., Saanich Express against the North Shore Indians. We will bring you all of that live for free here on BC Sports TV. But for now, me and George take a quick breather. Coffee break, George? Coffee break. Thanks for joining us here on BC Sports TV. We'll see you in a few here, folks.